my fellow Hylians. So I'm going to talk about the one and only Bob while I'm playing my game. Okay, I'll just pause my game. Okay, one and only Bob. I just finished it by Catherine Applegate. What? I don't know who Catherine is. 5 out of 5. I'll be putting it up right here so y'all can see what the cover looks like. So cute. I want to own all these books. I haven't read the Ruby one yet, but I know I'll love it just as much as this one. So towards the end of this book, a hurricane started to come, and Bob got picked up by this vet company, this shelter thing, because he ran away to find Ivan and Ruby, but he got caught. And in the shelter, he found this other dog named Snickers, and she has a thing for him. He has a thing for her. She professes her love to him when the hurricane starts coming and the place starts filling up with water. I do want to point out that the people who own this shelter wanted every single animal out of the shelter before the hurricane came. But with all the animals that were in there, they didn't have any more room for the dogs. And the dude convinced the woman that he would come back with his uncle's boat to get the dogs. But the dogs end up getting out because Ivan and Ruby end up helping them get out, because Bob finds his sister there, and he's like, I knew I heard your bark. I knew I knew it. I knew it. I knew. And then his sister tells him that she's had so many litters that this was her last litter and she's done, but she had to leave her puppy behind in this car under a bridge. So Bob convinces everyone that he's going to go out and get her puppy, and while he's there, while he's looking for this bridge and everything, he hears some cops talking about how the bridge collapsed. He ends up making it to the bridge. He finds the car, he finds the puppy, and he's like, I'm your Uncle Bob, and he's like, you're my Uncle Bob, and yada yada yada. So Ivan's like, you're the one and only Bob. So that's where the title comes in, which is really cute and adorable. So they actually survive the hurricane and everything. Bob, Ivan, and Ruby end up going back to the zoo where they were at. Well, Bob's not supposed to be in the zoo, but the little girl takes him in there anyways, which is cute and adorable. So he could see Bob and Ruby, or Ivan and Ruby, sorry. But I really enjoyed this book. It was super cute and adorable. A nice perspective of having a dog's perspective. I think I've read a couple books where you get a dog's perspective, but not so in depth as this one, which is really nice. Before, in One and Only Ivan, you get a gorilla's perspective, which is nice too. So obviously the next one is going to be an elephant because Ruby's an elephant. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. It was super cute and adorable. If you want a warm-hearted book to read with your kids, I would suggest picking up The One and Only Bob. It also, you could teach them, it's like a learning thing too. It teaches them grief, loneliness, and bravery, and survival. So it's really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I said before, a million other times. I don't know what I'm going to pick up now. Instead of the Wing Bearer, because I still haven't gotten it. Tomorrow is Friday, and I'm going to go to the library and see if I could get a card. If I can't get a card, I'll just use my mom's card. I want to pick up How to Train Your Dragon, and that will help me with this challenge. So my next book is going to be How to Train Your Dragon, if they have it. If they don't have it in the library, I'll just wait for it to come on the Libby app. But that's my next book I want to read. I'm happy. I'm going to get back to my game. So I have been reading. I don't know what else I'm going to pick up. We'll see what happens. So I will check in with y'all later if I pick anything else up. Okay, bye. Y'all got to see this cuteness. Alright, y'all, you're gonna get a lot of clips, but let me see if I can do this where I can show y'all what this blessing shrine. Look at this blessing shrine, y'all. Look at it. Look how gorgeous this thing is. Oh, they outdid theirself. Hello, my fellow Highlands. So this is not on my Great Plateau TBR, but today I have been reading on the Kindle. I have been reading Hottest Pucked. I'll put it up next to me. So, as you know before, Libby's sister, Laura, caught them, and one thing led to another. Justin had to go take care of one of his teammates' daughters because the babysitter couldn't make it because something came up. So he was watching her, and he's like, Libby, I would love to talk to you. She's like, no, 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 because she got in her head that he's just going to break up with her. She ends up going to happy hour with her coworkers, and she runs into his ex, Sylvia, and Sylvia was telling her how her and Justin talked for hours, and she thinks that they're going to get back together, yada, yada, yada. So she agrees to go out with this guy that she liked in the beginning of the book, but knowing she has no feelings for this man, she still goes out with him to dinner and everything. And while she's out with him at dinner, they were done with with the second period, so the guys were back in the locker room. So Justin was talking to his teammate Brennan, and he got a text from Laura. She was saying, please don't break Libby's heart. If you do, do it easy so I don't have to pick up her pieces. I don't think we'll ever be able to be friends anymore if you break her heart, all that type of stuff. So he came up with the bright idea to make another poem for her. So he borrowed some of Brendan's daughter's, Chloe's, paper and markers. And when the third period started, they were panning on the bench like they typically do inside hockey games. And he was at the end, so he's holding up pieces of paper, basically professing his love to Libby. And she tells this guy that she was with, I have to leave. He's like, you go get that hunky sexy man. If y'all ever break up, hit me up. And then he's like, I'm just joking. I really want to be friends. Can we be friends? Which was very sweet of him. So she makes it to the ring, and her sister finds her, dolls her up kind of, to profess her love on camera, so everyone out in the world who are desperately hoping for that true love connection and that I'm trying to say, desperately looking for that romantic story like these in their life. And she agrees to it, so she ends up writing him a poem which says, roses are red, violets are blue, I love you to Collins, or Cousins, or whatever his last name is. And he's so ecstatic, he's so happy, he jumps the boards, he kisses her, and they start talking, and he's skating back because they're going to announce the best 3 players of the game, and he thinks he's going to get it because he's been scoring like crazy. And she just was talking about his So, yeah, that's where I basically left off. I'm 89% into this book. I'm on page 280, and I think there's like 300 and something in this book. I don't know exactly, but I'm absolutely loving this book. This is such a really good hockey romance book. I highly recommend you pick it up if you're looking for a friends to lovers romance, because they were best friends before they became lovers. And I love that now it's no more miscommunication. That's the only thing I hate about this book, is the miscommunication. But it's really good. thoroughly enjoy it. I'm definitely going to be picking this book up. I'm going to see if Amazon has this book for sale. I'm going to put it on my list, and I'm going to buy it because it's so good, y'all. And I want to buy it so I can annotate it because I love it so much. Yeah, I recommend picking this up. I got it for free on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have Kindle Unlimited, look up Hot as Puck. I highly recommend this. For a hockey romance, if you're looking for hockey romances, Hot as Puck. Pick it up. It's very good. Okay. Good night. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Good morning, my fellow Highlands. So today is Saturday, May 20th. Yesterday I did make it to the library. I couldn't record because my son was getting a little antsy and he wanted to leave. When we first went to the building, he thought it was a doctor's office. He thinks any big elaborate building is a doctor's office. So we had to assure him that it's not a doctor's office. And then he was running around downstairs because downstairs is a children's section. And I needed 2 middle grade books. I also was seeing if they had Mike Massimino's book, Spaceman. They currently don't have it, so it's good. I can read it off of the Libby app, which is good. Or buy it, eventually. But I'm here to do a library book haul. I only got 2 books. I could have got more, for sure. But I just got the first 2 books in this series. And if I like it, which I know I'm going to probably like it because I love the movies, then I will continue the rest of the series. The next time I go, I'm going to try and film so y'all can see the library and everything. So I got How to Train Your Dragon Book 1 by Cassandra Kell. And obviously, if you know what this is, it's How to Train Your Dragon. We have Hiccup here, and he is a Viking, and he tries to teach other Vikings that dragons aren't bad. There's this. So I do believe there's illustrations. Yeah, there's illustrations throughout this book. I can't wait to read it and see what it's all about. We got the first one. I would really love to own these eventually. I believe there's 12 books in the series, and you could get a box set for $50 something on Amazon. And then I got book 2, How to Be a Pirate. So, and I love this greenish blue cover on this one. I'm not going to read any of the synopsis, and I'm covering this right here because that's the town I live in, and I don't think y'all need to know what town I live in right now, just in case you try to stalk me. I'm not saying any of you are stalkers, just I need my privacy. But so these were my 2 book hauls that I got through the library. I'm super excited to read them. I might start book 1 right now because everyone's sleeping in the house and I'm the only one awake right now. So I might take advantage of that and read some. Y'all probably cricket, but you're gonna deal with it. I read to page 44 yesterday in How to Train Your Dragon. I'm literally almost on chapter 4. I'm like a page away from chapter 4. The book is nothing like the movie, I'll say that. So if you're expecting the book to be like the movie, don't expect the book to be like the movie. Like, some of the characters are the same names and stuff. It starts out with Hiccup and all the guys going to this cave to pick out the dragons that they're going to be using for the rest of their lives and everything. We haven't seen Astrid yet, so I don't even know if she's a character in here. Yes. His dad looks funny in this book. I don't know if I'll be able to re-find him. Where his dad is inside of this book.
1 o'clock now.
Are you walking to work?
That's the thing.
Hello, my fellow Highlands. So as you can hear, Princess is doing sprints. I've been reading How to Train Your Dragon. I'm currently on page 142. And some stuff has been happening. So Hiccup found Toothless. He had the sense of where he was in a cave, so he picked him up and gave the other fish to Fish Legs.